Bones are amazing things. They hold us up. They support us. They make us strong. But bones have other uses. In the past, bones were thrown by diviners, seeking out the mysteries of the future. Now the bones are cubes, made of plastic or resin, but they still reveal things to us. As they fall from our fingers and rattle across the table, the story becomes clear. Welcome to Bone Throwers Theater, an RPG actual play podcast.
Welcome to Bone Throwers Theater. My name is Aaron, and I play Sam. I did nothing wrong, Feluge.
This is Jeff. I played Jerr. I believe Sam did everything wrong, Lan.
This is Ellie playing Archie. I'm back!
And this is Jeremy playing Julian Illix.
And this is Johnny playing Chine. All y'all are wrong. North.
And I'm Jordan, and I'm always right. Actually, I'm just the game master. That doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, you could be wrong right in between.
Yeah. So previously on Bone Throwers Theater, Archie did wake up, finally. Yay.
Yay.
Sam is not happy about Katari being Katari.
Yes,
It's still existing,
Yes.
because you've been trying to slowly kill Katari all season long.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Chime is the one that's not happy about Archie.
Chime doesn't know about Archie yet.
Well, Chime,
Chime and Archie don't have words.
yes. Julian is scheming, because why not?
Because Julian do.
The day ends in Y,
Yes.
so. And Jerr has had a lot of success here at the Animal Preserve, especially like in medical areas,
Yeah,
In the medicine.
in the medicines.
being the healer.
So where would you guys like to begin?
I would like to start with my altercation with Sam, Jerr, and Sam
Right there in the hallway.
right there in the hallway.
It seems like a great place to start.
Julian would actually, this could be interesting because one of the things Julian probably would do first is try and connect with Jerr's elemental. So this could be happening simultaneously, and it kind of feeds into what Jerr was going to do.
Okay.
Anyway, so
Chime, where are you?
He's wherever the medical staff put him.
yeah.
Pick a number.
3.
5. You are not awake.
So, Jerr's gonna turn to Sam and be like, what did you do? You've been acting so weird. What did you do?
Katari must not wake up.
She's healed.
She's going to kill you.
She's healed.
Yes. And that's why she's going to kill you.
Can I roll for
Oh, yeah.
connecting?
Sam, I want you to go ahead and try and persuade.
And that's a persuade, not a con.
What do you think is more appropriate?
I have no idea if Katari's going to kill anybody.
Okay, then
So-
it sounds like you're trying to be deceptive a little bit. You're trying to to con someone. So yeah, go ahead and
Conniving.
yes, you're trying to be conniving. So go ahead and make that roll. That's on presence.
Yes.
I did not get it.
Okay.
I rolled a 19, and I need a 20.
Now, are you in the hallway with the two of them, or are you like just?
No, I was running out.
Okay.
And
My measly
I
3
remember
dice.
it being right by the river.
Yeah.
How many
That's what
6?
Julian would
6.
do. Is get some water on his hand and drown.
Nope.
Gotcha.
Oh my gosh.
Same.
What did you both got the same numbers?
No.
Oh,
we
no.
both rolled a 1 on our wild dice.
Oh, I was about to say, how did you get the same number? You had at least 3 dice? That's a pretty bad roll, though.
Yup. On 6 die. I rolled a 7 on my 6 dice.
I love it. That's great.
I rolled a 1 on my 3 dice. On my willpower to resist his con.
You all are a bunch of beautiful, lovely nerds. And
So-
I just
So I continue.
appreciate all of your dice rolls.
I continue this line of reasoning. When Katari first brought me onto the team, she told me that after she found the animal preserve, everyone had to die, the entire team. So I've been.
What are you even talking about?
I'm telling you This is one of the reasons Katari brought me onto the team was because I was getting to know some of you guys. I was learning some of your habits. I was going to be the inside person to take care of everyone else. But I know that that's not the way this should play out anymore. Katari must not be allowed to wake up.
Oh my
That's a
gosh.
good comment.
Right?
That's a good comment.
It's completely BS.
Yes.
But
This doesn't make any sense. Why were you shooting at Julian earlier? And then I sent you here to watch over her, and now she's covered in roots. It just doesn't make any sense.
There's two separate things going on. Yes, I agree. Shade wants Julian dead. So, I am trying to kill him. Wink, wink.
Okay, so you're trying to satisfy
Yes.
Shade.
go ahead
Yes.
and try again, Julian.
That's still not going to make it. It's 12. I can do a character point. I got 22. I need a 23. Character point.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, when you're that close.
yeah.
You might as well. So, to keep Shade happy, I've been taking pot shots at Julian. This Katari thing, must not be allowed to wake up because she will do everything in her power, and she is good.
But you don't know how much of that plan was the sickness in her.
I do not, but I also know that Katari is a very strong person, and I'm not entirely convinced that was just the root virus that made these plans. I think it was part of not just her, I think it was part of her team.
The healing hands?
It could have been.
So, Julian, now all of a sudden, you have a connection,
Check out for water. Where's my thing?
and you're starting to. How would you describe your elemental feeling right now, Jerr? Because basically, one of your teammates.
He's probably freaking out because there's a fire in front of him.
Yes.
All your elemental rolls get a +2.
All my elemental rolls get a +2.
Uh-huh.
Sweet. Archie, can you do something about this fire? Since you're standing right here?
Well, probably what would happen since Julian's connected now with Jerr's elemental, the connection with the fire elemental would drop so that android would go back to doing whatever it felt like it was doing. It was supposed to be doing. So the fire, that's up to the android at that point.
Okay.
Because he didn't set the building on fire. It was just the...
A wall of fire?
We'll go ahead and say yes, just for.
Okay, so the fire goes away.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Never mind, the fire's out. What were you doing? Talking to the android.
Julian at that time immediately starts to talk to Jerr's water elemental, and it's like, do not trust Sam. Watch your back.
Oh,
Sam attacked Katari and has been trying to kill Katari since we left Consignia.
I guess my water elemental relays this in short little,
Like, more like a distrustful feeling, I would imagine.
yeah, an unease, distrust feeling,
Don't trust him, but you believe him.
where I believe her, but now I'm being told by my elemental to not trust her.
This is kind of a crucial moment for you because you got to choose how much you're actually going to listen to this elemental that you've resisted for so long.
It's not that I resisted, it's that we didn't think separately. I think that Jerr would feel the distrust more than the belief.
Okay.
Just because he was convinced right before that Sam is not trustworthy.
So, yes, I tried to keep Katari from waking up. I've been poisoning Katari since we left Consiglio. Because I'm pretty sure that if I tell you people that Katari needed to die, none of you are going to believe me. So, I haven't told anybody. Instead, I've been trying to take care of it quietly, rather than make you guys think that I'm just crazy and distrustful.
Now that you've told me that, I think you're crazy and distrustful.
Okay.
That and my elemental is freaking out at me to not trust you.
Okay.
And Julian, at the same time, is telling the elemental, I know you don't like to use words, but now would be a perfect time to say to Jerr exactly what I'm telling you. Poisoning Katari from the start has been trying to, air quotes, trying to kill me. Sam and Shade have their own thing going on, and the livelihood of the group is not anywhere in their priority.
Oh, I definitely have sense motive.
Okay.
Yes, you do. You've had that from the beginning.
Yes.
Yes, sense motive. Got it.
Get your +2.
How's that work?
Can detect emotional state, intent, plus 18.
+18.
So I think that
difficulty.
means that you have, like, you roll that. If you succeed at your target number, then you get an 18 to your, like, sensing motives.
Oh.
So I'm rolling my extra normal ability.
Correct. Because that would
What's
be
your
like
target? Oh,
Oh,
15.
you didn't get it, even with the +2.
All right. So you tried, you failed.
I think because my elemental is freaking out at me, I'm not able to
I think that's a good in-story reason.
focus on it very well. All right, I got a lot of conflicting emotions going on in my mind right now.
I can imagine. Tough situation.
Yeah, and you're not making it any easier.
I can imagine.
I spent this entire trip saving Tari's life.
And how would you have felt knowing that Katari was planning on killing you at the end?
I would stop her, just like I'm trying to stop you from killing her.
Could you honestly say you would have killed Katari? Or let Katari die?
Look, everyone can change.
Yeah.
That's racking them up. He's got 5 now.
Yes, everyone can change, but they have to be awake to change. So what I'm saying is that Katari might change whenever she wakes up, but when she wakes up, she's still planning on killing everybody. I don't know if I can fight Katari awake.
Well, I know you can't fight her in your sleep.
So, Jerr, is your elemental responding at all to Julian? Or
I think that my elemental would be trying to relate what you said to me.
so Julian's not actually hearing anything?
Not at the moment.
What is the general state of mind?
Tense, just because I'm tense. It would feel that tension in me, trying to have a Snickers at me.
I know when it comes to bloodshed, when it comes to death, I'm the one in this group that can do it coldly. And that's why I tried taking care of this on my own. I'm actually glad that I can now tell people, and maybe we can find a way around this together. So if you don't want Katari to die, how do you suggest keeping her from killing everybody when she wakes up?
Oh my gosh, Jerr.
You really need new wild diets.
Is that 3 ones in a row?
I'm completely convinced by you.
How does the elemental state
My
of mind
elemental
change?
state of mind is confused because I'm being told one thing and the elemental's being told another, and I don't know how to respond.
As a matter of fact, I think that we should get the entire team involved in trying to take care of Katari. We need to find Chine, we need to find Julian, and Archie here. All of us together might be able to take down Katari.
You should have brought this up to us sooner.
I should have.
From the start.
Yes.
Once she started passing out, you should have brought this up to us.
I should have told you at the beginning, but I was brought in initially to help her kill all of you. How do I tell you that? Hey, I was initially hired to kill you, but now I'm not going to?
Yay.
You guys have been a good team, and I didn't want to jeopardize that by telling you that I joined you under false pretenses.
Not sensing a change in the elemental's state of mind in the direction that Julian is wanting, he's going to actually try and use his power to persuade the elemental to be very, very distrusting of Sam and Shade. Not dropping a fate point on it, but I still get to roll 10d.
Okay.
Oh, well, that's a lot of 2s and 1s. What's going on
These are a good
here?
number of 4s and 5s.
29.
Do I roll an opposing thing?
Willpower.
Willpower?
It would be the elemental's willpower, so I don't know.
We really haven't statted his elemental out.
No.
because
Right.
He wasn't as big of a character, so just go ahead and roll yours.
Hey, I didn't roll one a while this
That's
time.
right.
But you did roll
Because I
one.
shamed the one that's rolling a one. I rolled a 7. No, 8.
Plus 2. Because...
Oh, yeah, plus
Yeah,
2.
plus 2.
It's his. It's the elemental.
It's
yeah.
10.
I mean, it doesn't matter because
10.
you still rolled like 70.
29. 29. Hey, I've rolled 30 something and it's been like, nope, that doesn't happen.
You just never know.
It's all what Jordan says is going to happen.
I've been rather quiet today. I don't know what you're talking about.
That's what we're afraid of.
Yeah, today.
Because it's going to happen at some point today. Julian's going to be like, let Jerr know this is coming from me. This is why I left the way I did.
Okay, because that was going to be its question was, why did you leave? Okay, so my elemental is like, Julian left distrust of Sam.
That was audible. Julian probably heard that.
Yeah.
Okay. At that point, Julian's was like, all right, we're getting somewhere. I'll be back in contact. And he drops. And then he's off running some more.
Jerry's just going to be like, look, we can restrain her so she can't do anything when she wakes up. But right now, I need to make sure she's okay.
You're not going to be able to restrain her enough. She is strong.
Goes in and checks on her.
Okay. You don't have your +2 anymore.
Since you dropped the connection.
Oh,
Really?
Yep, she's there.
This is terrible. I rolled a 4. So I'm going to assume that because of all the vines and branches and stuff, I can't tell anything heads or tails.
Yeah. This is something that you have not encountered before. It's very similar to what you saw back in the park with Abel.
Okay.
You know, where there was a whole bunch of outgrowth because of multiple elementals working together.
Yeah.
So you can tell that whatever they're doing is working on healing her physically, but she seems to be rather dormant at the moment, just kind of in a restorative slumber.
Okay.
Random theory. The explosion that we get from an elemental when their bondholder, that's their new term, dies, is that because they're actually expending power in an attempt to save the body, and it's just all their power is like what's going on with Katari,
I like that thought.
right?
That's a cool thought.
Like, they're not trying to save the person; they're trying to save the body that they're using.
The Pinocchio.
Yeah, they're just expending a lot of energy, and it's just this massive release. Theory time. Sorry, should have saved that for later.
ooh.
Cool. Archie, did you follow Jerr, or were you going off to do your own thing? Or were you sticking with Psychopath Sam?
Save everyone's life, Sam.
Not to, like, bias the listener or anything like that.
I think it's more waiting around, not caring who this Katari person is. I guess I'll casually follow Jerr into the room and lean against the door frame, just watching.
Okay.
So why are we so interested in this chick?
She's part of the reason we came here. She was sick with the root virus. Same thing that was bothering you.
She's one of the people that actually brought us all together in the first place.
You're there too, Sam?
Yeah.
Brought us all together.
Sorry. Everyone except for you.
That's not what I'm focused on. I was in and out of this conversation, and I heard something about she doesn't mean well for us.
Right.
So you say.
You
So
are correct. You only have my word against the fact that she hired a murderer to work with you guys.
Well, none of us were actually hired to do anything.
Recruited. You are correct.
Julian was hired.
And you don't know that I wasn't hired.
You were hired. You're getting paid.
Well, Gaspar and Yuri hired him.
Yeah. Never settled on payment, but
That's beside the point. You are correct. You only have my word against the fact that she's still unconscious, so she can't even defend herself.
And we spent an entire month of travel helping you and her with your root virus issue.
So we're waiting for her to heal because...
She's part of our group.
Wait. Not that I care. She's part of our group. She wants to harm us. Let's wait for her to wake up and harm us.
You know, so what you don't understand is that you and I are different people than...
Yes.
As in, we have a different mindset than Jerr's a healer. This is why I tried taking care of Katari on my own. Was because I knew Jerr wouldn't be willing to do the harm that would need to happen. Julian, he's a great guy, but he fixates.
And so does Chine.
And there's no way I was going to convince Julian that this needed to happen. So that's why, instead, we're going to wait for her to wake up so she can...
Prove herself?
Yes.
I guess.
Is it going to be in the next 45 minutes? Because I got a plan here. So, go back to Consiglio. And if you couldn't tell, I'm a little impatient.
What's the plan in Consiglio?
To make things right.
What does that mean?
What does any of this mean?
This means giving people a chance. This means letting someone heal.
I think what he means is what are we making right? There's a lot that is wrong in Consiglio. So it's vague.
Yeah.
Well,
We left the place in chaos.
We did.
we will be getting to the root of the problem. Look, this is gonna sound stupid, okay? I know where it is, but I don't know where it is.
You're right.
Yeah, that didn't make any sense.
But, so it's in Consiglio.
Yeah.
Julian will be able to figure it out. Let's get Julian back here.
You think he should be a help?
Like I said, he fixates.
Yeah, it's helped me more than you two.
Yeah?
I don't know. I cured you of a root virus.
Yes.
I like this version of Jerr.
Well, yeah, there's that too. I said thanks, right?
This is the first time I'm hearing the word. You're welcome, by the way.
Go ahead and make a perception roll.
All of us?
Archi.
Just Archie.
Oh, no.
you're one out.
I bumped it up. I don't have a roll die today.
If there's anything that we don't have a shortage of, it's dice.
Mm-hmm. Trust.
Trust on the other hand.
Extreme shortage.
Oh!
Well, it's a 0.
No!
You have no pluses.
Yeah.
Yep, so that's a 0.
I was tired of doing zeros, so that's why I put plus ones on all my stuff.
Alright. There seems to be something familiar about Katari, but you can't put your finger on what it is. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be back right after this.
Rashomon, a land where spirits roam and witches rule. 3 women are embroiled in a divine plot, and it is up to them to uncover why. Join the adventures of the Broadswords at thebroadswords.com.
And we're back. All of a sudden, you wake up, Chine.
You feel so rested and calm.
Where am I?
You're in a hospital bed.
Is there anybody in the room with me?
Even or odd?
Odd.
Even. So yes.
Yes, there's somebody
There
in the
is
room.
someone in the room.
Is it somebody I recognize?
No. Generic guard number 3.
Okay. What happened?
Well, you seem to have a strong adverse reaction to your friends. So they drugged you and stuck you in there.
Yes.
That is accurate.
They drugged me, huh?
Well, I mean, we prefer the term chemically subdued.
It means the same thing. Whatever phrase you put on it. Which one of them did it, you know?
I don't. They just stuck me in here to make sure that you woke up okay, and you seemed calmer.
Well, can I get out of here now?
You're not planning to go throttle anybody, are you? Or
Not right now.
go ahead and make a what would it be? A deception roll?
No, remember, he's calm.
Hopefully. Oh.
I calmed him.
Yes. And then you drugged him.
I didn't drug him.
I mean, you collectively.
I didn't drug him.
I don't think there was anything collective about that.
No, that was
That was definitely Julian.
It was not.
Julian getting mad at me for trying to kill Katari. He's the one who's drugging.
I love that the climactic campaign episode, like the big season clincher, is player versus player.
18.
They're convinced. All right. You should be all right, but if you have any lingering side effects or any concerns or anything like that, just go ahead and come back here, and we'll see what we can do to make sure that you're feeling better.
Okay.
And also, like, don't yonk any of your friends.
I didn't want to any of my friends. I didn't want to hurt any of my friends. Never did.
Like, all the people that you came with, they were all your friends, right?
All the people, yes.
As a sidebar, Ellie, this animal preserve expendable guard means you as a person because he's exactly the same thing as you. So, one of us is giving a different obfuscating answer at this point.
And honestly, I don't even have anything against Archie. It's the thing inside of Archie.
All right. Well, yeah. Again, if you just need any help, please feel free to come back. We can make sure that you're doing well.
Will do.
I would suggest that you probably, you get something to eat. Probably, just to settle your stomach. Maybe some oatmeal or something with that's soothing. They have this great cottage cheese casserole at the cafeteria that I just can't recommend enough. So.
I thought you were just going to stop at can't recommend.
There's really great lentil dishes available today. I was just.
Is there any meat?
No.
What do you feed the carnivores?
Well, they get meat.
That's very vague.
Yep. Okay. Well. Thank you for your help.
You're welcome.
And I leave the room. I assume I'm just in the hospital?
Correct. I think the only one not in the hospital is Julian.
I think I'm going to go see Katari.
Okay.
Because last I heard, she was healed.
There was that, yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So I want to go see Katari and see if she knows what's going on.
Okay.
About how much time has passed?
That was my next question.
Yeah. Has everyone else cleared out from there?
That's
where
we're about to figure that out. Even or odd?
Odd.
Even. Even or odd?
Even.
Even. Even or odd?
Even.
Even. So evens win. So if all three of you are still there, like we'll just say that scene has just ended. And you woke up during the middle of that scene.
So it's been a couple hours. At the most.
30, 45 minutes.
Yeah, one dose of a drug would last about an hour.
Depending on the drug.
Depending on the drug.
I don't know. I don't do drugs.
Looks at me immediately like I do drugs.
Alright. So I'm walking towards Katari's room and I see them, I guess.
Yeah, you're able to get directions from orderlies like, oh, have you seen Katari? Oh yeah, she's in room.
I stop in the hallway when I see them.
Okay.
Do any of them notice me?
Let's find out. Everybody roll perception.
Roll the 1 on every single roll.
I know.
At least this time it wasn't your wild die.
Yeah, at least this time it wasn't my wild die. I
10,
rolled
5.
5.
8.
8. Okay, go ahead and make your roll.
Yep.
Is he trying to be sneaky?
2.
Oh,
Well, I mean, I wasn't necessarily being sneaky. I just stopped when I saw them. Wanted to see if they saw me.
Yeah, they notice you.
Okay.
I'm in the doorway.
You're in the
You would see Archie first.
So, yeah.
So you're standing in the door jam. I would imagine you're looking into the room, so your back is to the hallway. Go ahead and make another perception roll, Archie. This sounds like fun.
9.
As you're looking at Katari and thinking really hard, all of a sudden something clicks into place. And you find yourself sitting at the end of a bar. You can see on the opposite side of the bar several patrons while you're sitting there, you're cleaning some glasses. You know, you got the rinser that you're putting the glasses on top of, cleaning them off, drying off some of the other ones, polishing up some things. Every once in a while, someone asks you for a drink. Choose a number.
3.
You got a 1. Your elemental feels different. You're confused by this, but it's an air elemental. Present you is confused by this memory because you've never remembered something like this. You look up as a young woman sits down across from you. She's in Consiglio soldier's uniform, dress uniform. She asks you for a rum and coke. You take a little napkin, put it down, grab a glass, mix it up. Thanks. Tonight's it's a good night for a celebration.
I can celebrate with you.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and pour yourself the same. Put it on my tab.
Thanks. So, what's so special about tonight?
Separation. I just got done with my last council session for separation. It's the last time before I have to turn in the uniform.
By your choice?
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, I wasn't cut out for the military life. I served a couple of tours. Enough to make my parents proud. Now it's time to move on to something else.
I don't know about not being cut out. You look pretty badass to me.
Thanks, I appreciate it. But you know, there's a lot of rules just in general here, and when you're actually serving, there's even more. And I don't know. I'm looking for a little more relaxed pace. You know, I told my separation officer that I had things figured out, but who knows if I'm actually going to follow through on it.
Relaxed pace, huh?
Yeah,
That's sort of my speed.
it's not a bad speed.
It's not. So what is this next step of yours?
Well, I mean, so I do have a job lined up. It's in sanitation. Not really the most glamorous thing in the world. I'd always kind of hoped to, like, you know, maybe go into, like, being a firefighter or something, but the waiting list for that kind of job is just way too long. So I thought maybe, like, going into the Department of Tenement Implosions, because I've had a little experience with that kind of work. But again, you know, things didn't work out. So I wound up getting a job in sanitation. It's really actually kind of it's like working in the aqua rail plants, you know, cleaning up the water for that. And you would not believe some of the garbage that floats through.
Ooh, tell me.
Bodies floating everywhere.
Well, I mean, it's like the first thing that I did on the interview that I went on was they were showing me how to clean out the grates. And it's like you just wouldn't believe like how much like trash, like wrapping from snacks and dead rodents and, you know, hair and just like all the nastiness that falls off of the aqua rail and into the water. It all just kind of clogs there into this giant drain baby of a mess.
Sounds unpleasant.
Yeah, that was the first thing they showed me. Second thing they showed me was the pH tanks, you know, and how to balance that properly. And the smell of like the chlorine is just noxious. I don't know how anybody can put up with that.
I've always been really good with smells. Most don't bother me.
Well, lucky for you then. Rest of us, you gotta put up with it, I guess. And like, they want me there from like 8 at night until 7 in the morning. It's just like a really rough shift. You won't be able to do anything. And I've had enough shift work in my life already to last me a long time. So,
hey, don't knock shift work. That's what I do.
well, yeah, but it's a little bit more social than like balancing pH tanks and cleaning out massive grates full of mung and algae and all that garbage. Do you know if your place is hiring? Do you know? I don't know what the pay is like, but it sure beats that sanitation.
I don't know. I don't think there are any positions open right now, but I can keep you on a list.
Okay. Yeah.
Of course, you could hand me your number, and I'll take care of it.
Okay. Sure. She writes down her number on the napkin that her rum and coke was sitting on and slides it over to you.
So, I can call you anytime about the possibility of a job or a possibility of seeing you again.
Yeah, that sounds nice. Yeah, maybe we can arrange something. You know any good restaurants?
I might know a few. I might be known to cook myself.
You can cook. Rare talent. We'll have to see what we can do.
But I'm not knocking you, alright? I'm telling you for straight here that I could probably pull some strings.
Okay.
There might be some work in the back here.
I like it.
How much weight can you lift?
Like deadlift?
165?
220.
Impressive.
Well, I mean, you had to be able to keep up with the PT test.
Fair. Alright. Another drink?
Yeah. Let's switch it up. Something on fire.
I don't really do fire drinks per se, but I could try something else.
Yeah, surprise me.
Alright. Are you a fan of whiskey?
I have not turned it down.
Let's just call this one the Sour Monkey. Don't be afraid of it.
Sounds like it's got
whiskey.
Sounds like it's got a bit of a tang to it, but we'll go ahead and give it a shot. Yeah.
Whiskey and banana liqueur.
On fire.
Oh, that sounds horrible.
It's probably got a little bit of like coconut vodka in it.
All of my
Did I not
no.
say that the fire drinks are not my forte?
Yeah, it was so the
More
drink that we
aptly
actually
for that drink should probably be Who Flung Poo. I have a Who Flung Poo.
But it was so you make a sour monkey for Katari. Okay, this is interesting. Is that cardamom?
Maybe a little bit.
I don't think I've had that in a drink before.
Nobody said I was a great bartender. Better cook than bartender.
I would hope. But I appreciate your adventurous spirit. Yeah, give me a call. How about next Saturday? You working?
What should I be doing?
Show a girl how you can be adventurous in the kitchen.
Just in the kitchen?
You know what? Let's keep our options open.
I think I'm not the only adventurous one here.
Probably not. And Katari keeps on drinking your very unique beverage and tips a glass to you. And we'll go ahead and call that a scene.
So that happened in like a split second.
Yes, that all happened in the time that Chine walked up to the door behind Archi.
Now, what's Chine going to do to Archie?
Teach him how to make drinks.
I look at Archie. Who are you?
Archie turns around. I'm Archie.
Okay. Who's inside of you?
My parts. So do I ace the quiz? There's so many questions on this one.
Jerr.
Chime.
Who is this? Pointing to Archie.
That's Archie.
You know what I mean.
It's a fire elemental.
You know what I mean. Is this Cholar?
Hootie what? You know you're talking about me right in front of me, right?
Yeah, you didn't want to answer my question.
I answered all your questions.
Sam is still there, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Archie is different than before.
Is this Choler?
It is not Choler. It is Archie.
I thought they said that Archie was supposed to be a water elemental. They said the platform was made for a water elemental when we got here.
Well, they made Archie able to use 2 elementals. A fire and a water. At least that's what I gathered.
On to a different question then. Why are all of you here? Is Katari okay? Something happened?
Look at her.
Bunch of
Yes, something
stinks.
happened.
Yes, I tried to kill her to keep her from trying to kill all of you.
Why would she try to kill us?
That was the plan from the beginning.
What did I ever do to deserve to get killed by her?
I don't know, but that's the whole reason she brought me into this group in the first place. How are you feeling after that stuff that Julian gave you?
Ba-dum, ba-dum. That's the sound of the bus.
That's the bus going straight over Julian.
I'm okay. I'm okay.
Okay.
Do you need anything?
I'm okay. I need things to go back to normal.
No. You need things to change.
My life wasn't bad before all this started.
First off, I think you're wrong.
I followed the rules and was satisfied with my life.
Is life really just about being satisfied?
I think you're lying to yourself. Yes, things right now are chaotic, but chaos leads to peace. Because once there's chaos, the only thing for it to turn to is peace.
Sam's just sitting there like staring at Jerr like
That makes no sense.
does it not make sense, but also like the fact that Jerr would be saying anything about wanting chaos or change being good.
Well, he does like change.
Yeah.
There's no stopping change.
Jerr just never seemed like the type of person to
Embrace chaos.
yeah.
I'm not embracing chaos. I'm just saying that chaotic things lead to peace because without one, you can't have the other.
Chaos also leads to destruction.
It can also lead to growth.
And is destruction really such a bad thing?
Yes. My life was destroyed because of Choler.
Well, Choler's dead now.
Go ahead and make a persuasion roll. Would you like to oppose that roll?
Gosh.
Yes.
Would you like to spend some character points, Jeff?
Wait, I'd wait to see what he rolls.
15.
5.
It's not doable for Jeff.
That's true.
It is me.
Me.
Because at least one of those dice is going to be a 1.
Yep. Not all of them.
Yeah, especially the way I've been rolling today. Gosh.
I mean, Archie, do you want to speak up in your own defense?
Hi. Archie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Archie. Outside and inside. Who is this Choler?
That thing that was inside of you on the way here.
This thing that's inside of me, what is this? Like some... Like I had a great spirit within me?
You had a disease within you that was causing great turmoil.
So... It's no longer called the root virus, it's called Choler. I'm not following.
Well, there was the root virus, and then there was another issue. You also had integration sickness, which is from you having an element that you weren't designed for implanted into you.
The element now, or
Now you're fine. He's talking about his brother.
your brother?
Yeah.
And,
And
you're,
the monster inside of him.
and you're saying that monster was within me,
Yes.
You had the same fire elemental.
but I still have a fire elemental now. But you just said I'm better.
You're Archie.
Okay, alright. Choler is your brother, but Choler was also me. Well,
No.
a form within me.
The form within your body, yes.
No, the
But
fire
there's also
elemental.
a monster within Choler who was also within me. But then I also had the root virus. And then I also had this other sickness.
Well, I don't know anything about root virus or the other sickness.
Those are healed.
Okay.
The chaos within the fire elemental has been healed.
What's the problem with this Choler? Why is he such a monster?
That's a long story. There's a lot of reasons that Choler was a monster.
Well, we have a lot of time, whether we wait for this chip to wake up or march on back to Consiglio.
Where's Julian?
He left.
Julian doesn't trust Sam.
Never has.
Right?
Doesn't seem like he trusts anybody, but...
Right?
I like how you're playing into that.
Do you know where he went?
He didn't tell anybody. He saw what I did to Katari, and he stormed off. He didn't give me a chance to explain that I did it to try to save you all. He left.
I'll go see if I can find him.
We should all go see if we can find him.
Well, it would be a good idea to find him, but unfortunately you're going to have to wait until next episode to do it. Thank you so much, everybody, for listening to Bone Throwers Theater.
Thank you for listening to Bone Throwers Theater. Our cast is Aaron, Ellie, Jeff, Jeremy, Johnny, and Jordan. We are releasing this podcast under a Creative Commons Attribution, Non-Commercial, No Derivatives 3.0 Unported license. That means you can share the podcast, but please do not modify it or try to gain financially from it. If you would like to visit our website, you can do so at bonethrowerstheater.com. If you would like to send us an email, you can do so at bonethrowerstheater@gmail.com. Our Twitter handle is bonethrowerstheater. You can also look us up on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And until next time, may the bones fall ever in your favor. This has been a Nerd Circle podcast production.